Hey, what's up everyone? It is Raw Instinct here. I'm not sure if this video is going to be up on F-Gamers or not, but if it is, my name is Raw Instinct. I make Modern Warfare 2 commentaries. This is the first installment on, it's kind of a continuation, but I renamed it and I'm kind of changing up the series, and it's called Guide 2. It's very simple, Guide 2. I'm going to be giving you guys on, almost every weapon in the game. And I wasn't doing it on the AK-47, but I got actually a better game with the Famas. Final score was 75-7. It was a pretty good score. I think it's positive 68. And anyways, as you see here, I got a really fast kill streak build up. And what I'm basically doing is with the Famas, as you all know, it is the 3 burst weapon. But with 3 burst weapons, some people are restricted to how, I guess you could say how versatile they are. I mean, personally, I am very good with 3 burst weapons. Some of my friends, say, how can you stand that? Because, if I'm rushing, and people are boosting this game, freaking assholes. But, if people are, if you feel that you're restricted with a 3 burst weapon, like you can't really spray with it, or you can't really use it that well, just go into a private match and just practice with it, because a lot of people, like my friends, they like using full auto weapons, and that's I guess you'd say reasonable. But here I die by a freaking son of a bitch that is boosting, and if you guys see his gamer tag, please go spam him and just destroy him, because I really hate boosters. But anyways, with the Famas, it has a good magazine size, and it has a really good damage counter, I guess you'd say. It has great damage, and personally, from medium to long range, you can kill people with 1 to 2 bursts. But a lot of people, there's a big controversy between the Famas and the M16. Personally, it's personal preference. There's no big difference. There's a very slight and subtle difference, but it depends. I think the Famas has a faster reload rate, and I think the Famas has a smaller minimum damage from medium range. I believe I heard that from another video, but that's what I think it is. And I do think the Famas has a faster reload rate, but I'm not sure about the damage difference between the Famas and the M16. I'm not really sure about that. But the Famas overall is a great weapon, especially on this map. This is like the prime. This is where the map shows. This is where the gun shows the best, is pretty much on this map, Wasteland. What I like to do is I like to go on the outsides of the map, stick to the outside of the maps, and from there you can get people I would suggest from, maybe, it's hard to tell in this game, for maybe like 100 to 200 yards away, because a lot of people might be using they might be using SMGs or fully automatic rifles, and this has the Famas and M16 have pretty much the best accuracy out of all of the SMG and assault rifles. So, if you can stick kind of far away, you'll have the upper hand for sure. And you can see here, I'm sticking way to the outside of the map, just because I don't want to get caught with my pants down right next to an enemy and they'll just spray me. And so this is a really good spot, if you guys haven't used this quite a bit, is this heavy machine gun. The big machine guns destroy people, so, if you can use that to your advantage, definitely do that. But it also has this nice barrier where you can stick behind and pick off enemies from a distance. I'm rolling today with the 5, 7, and 9 kill streaks, which are 5 Predator, 7 Harrier, and 9 Pablo. I think I got a triple there, and that leads me to my Harrier. And I think one more kill, I should have my Pablo. And Pablos and Harriers on this map are just crazy. They're just so overpowered. But I'm not gonna complain about it because it gets me kills. Another thing is attachments for the Famas or the M16. I'm saying Famas or M16 just because they're so alike, and I'm not gonna kind of call them totally different guns. Even though they are different guns, they have the same attributes. So attachments. I don't know why I was using a red dot in this game, but I usually roll with the holographic just because it does. For me personally, it's personal preference. Again, with the attachments, it feels a lot better using a holographic. It feels like I have better accuracy. I don't know if it's just me or the game I might be in, but I just feel that I have better scores when I'm using the holographic, but you know, in here I got a really good score, so, and I was using the red dot, so I don't know. But the Famas and M16 are really versatile. You know, if you want to roll with an ACOG, you pretty much can. I haven't seen it done before that much, but you can, just because the ACOG sight, you know, it doesn't have crazy recoil, so you won't, you know, it won't be that bad, but you know, it definitely does vary. You know, extended mags and FMJ, those are great because iron sights on the Famas I like a lot better than the M16, and I think some people might actually agree with me. The Famas iron sights are actually pretty freaking awesome. So you can definitely use extended mags or FMJ, but you know, I usually like to use FMJ. So once again, it's all personal preference. Thermal scope, great actually on the M16 and Famas. Probably the best out of all the assault rifles other than the M4. If you haven't already, you definitely try to use the thermal sight on the M4 carbine. It's actually a pretty good setup. I actually picked it up one day and I was just running around with it, and I did pretty well. I'm trying to go through the other attachments, trying to think of other attachments. I mean, shotgun attachment, of course, you can use that if you want. Grenade launchers if you want. I kind of run out of, oh, silencer. Silencer also is very great. It's almost, it's, you know, the FMJ, extended mags, and silencer I would put in the same class, just because you all have to use the iron sights for the weapon. But perks I suggest. Since the Famas is pretty much a 1 burst to the chest and 2 to the limbs, as far as limbs, I'm talking about the feet. You could usually, you know, you can get away with pretty much any perk. You know, if I was to pick 3 perks that I had to use, probably be like hardline, stopping power, and cold-blooded, just because, you know, those are just the 3 best red perks, I think. You know, but if you definitely feel that your accuracy is really well, definitely go with cold-blooded or hardline, because they're both great perks. And you know, if you can make every shot count, you know, it's gonna take you about 2 bursts, but if you can hit those 2 bursts on that enemy, they'll die. So you know, definitely use those. But for me, I don't have the best accuracy. I'll admit, I might have 14 or so accuracy level, 14% accuracy level. So you know, that's just me. But some other things, kill streaks you can roll with. You know, personally, kill streaks once again are personal preference. It's whatever you're good with. I'm personally really good with the 5, 7, and 9 kill streaks, or 5, 7, 11, but the chopper gun is really just goddamn overpowered, so I don't use that much. But kill streaks can basically vary on how long you can stay alive, how smart you play. You know, some people, if you just got out the game, might want to roll with 3, 4, 5. You know, if you're a really good veteran, 5, 7, 11, or 7, 11, 25. You know, if you go down, if you want to get the nuke. I have about a minute or so left. So, you know, the suggested maps I suggest using the Famas on are like big maps like Derail. I don't know, High Rise is actually a pretty good map for the Famas. Wasteland, Overgrown. Try to think of some other maps. You know, any map that you can kind of pick off enemies from a distance. You know, that's the map for you. You know, maybe Feel when the new map pack comes out. Thank you guys for all watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did like it, please go in the description below. Subscribe at youtube.com/rawinsync. You know, I had a good time doing this. It's a new series. It's something new I'm doing. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. Thank you everyone for watching. And see you guys.